Hello my lovely and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I wanted to share with you 8 simple bullet journal spreads to help you achieve your goals in 2023. So if you're ready, let's just jump right in. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Seppi and I share with you simple and practical tips to live a happier life. And my bullet journal is definitely a tool that I've been using to create a happier life by setting my goals, creating an inspiring vision every single year, setting monthly goals, tracking my habits, writing down my good memories, and everything in between. If you're curious about what's in my 2023 bullet journal, I have a separate video for that. So if you want to check that out, make sure to click above. I am also going to be doing a whole goals series where I walk you through a simple process to help you set goals in an inspiring and meaningful and fun and exciting way for the new year ahead. So make sure to follow if you're interested in that kind of content as well as journaling. But today's video is specific to bullet journaling. I have been bullet journaling. I clearly get excited when I talk about journaling, but I have been bullet journaling for 7 years. So I do have a lot of spreads, and I went through them to reflect on the spreads that have helped me throughout the years actually stay on track with my goals and create a happier and more meaningful life. So that's what I wanted to share with you in today's video. So this is my current bullet journal, and I'm also going to show you some of my old journals. First bullet journal spread that I wanted to show you that has really throughout the years kept me on track with my goals, and this is part of my goal setting system that I share my content, that I guide my one-on-one coaching clients through, is to create an inspiring vision for my goals. So I opened up my old bullet journals. As you can see, this is my pile of my old bullet journals, but it's cool to look back at my journals to see what vision I've had for myself and my life every single year, and to ask myself inspiring questions. Who do I want to be? How do I want to feel? And from there, just, describing the emotions and the energy and just the vision that I have for my life, for my mind, for my body, for my soul, my overall life every single year. This was last year. I was really focusing on my health and my healing after going through a really rough few years with a really bad breakup. And so just looking back, really, I love having a vision for my life and my goals. And this is the one for this year, where I write in the present tense the life that I want to create for myself, the person I want to be, and how I want to live every single day. This is a vision for my health, describing how I want to feel in my body, in my mind, and my heart, and then a few of the ideas that I had a brain dump. So the first bullet journal spread that I have loved having, and I will continue to do so also because it's part of my goal setting process, is to write an inspiring vision for my life, for any goals that I might have. So instead of moving into the doing of what are the tasks and habits I need to accomplish to achieve my goals, is to always refocus myself on the person I want to be. And I love being able to look back at them, and it's definitely evolved with time. But this is the first bullet journal spread that I would encourage you to have. And if you want to understand how to write a vision for your life, like I said before, I am going to have a goal setting series. So subscribe to my channel, because in one of the videos, so I will describe the whole process. And in one of the videos, I will walk you through a goal setting, writing down your vision for yourself. I already did a live 2 weeks ago on my Instagram. So if you want to get started already, I will leave the link to that live on Instagram in the description box. But that's the first bullet journal spread that helped me set and achieve my goals in the past, that I would encourage you to do the same in your bullet journal. So the second bullet journal spread that has helped me stay on top of my goals throughout the years is monthly goals. Now, you're probably familiar with doing a monthly spread. I mean, I have a lot and I try to pick a few of them, but I'm thinking I might just do a quiet flip through of all my monthly spreads throughout the years, because there's a lot. But here's just a few of them. So every single month, based on my vision that I mentioned before, I sit down and I set goals for the month ahead, tangible things that I want to accomplish every single month. So it's about the small little intentional things that I can do throughout the month to get me to that bigger goal, to get me to that bigger vision of the life I'm trying to create and the person I'm trying to be. So every single month I set monthly goals that I use when I track, I sit down and plan my week. This is a less overwhelming way for me to stay on top of my goals and to track my progress instead, for example, if I have a goal, let's say, this is just like an easy example. Let's say my goal is to make 50,000 this year. Instead of every single month looking at where I'm at, maybe that's not the best example, but anyway, and I'll still go with it. So instead of every single month sitting down and looking at how far I am to that 50K, I break down the goal into smaller steps. And every single month, I see if I reach that small incremental step before the bigger goal. So if my goal is to become healthier, then I have all the tasks I need to accomplish throughout the year to be healthier. But in the month and every single week, I can focus on the smaller in-between tasks. So it's just a way to make it a lot less overwhelming. So for example, this is the spread for this month. So my goal this month was to set my 2023 goals. One of the things I wanted to do for my health was to get back into yoga. So this month, instead of looking at the overall picture of the whole year, how it's going to look, this month I just focused on my 30-day yoga challenge with Adrian that I'm doing. So far so good. It's going well. So these are just like the in-between smaller steps. So one of the things I want to do is to be a lot more present, and I'll have a lot more fun in my life. And one of the things that I enjoy doing is going to coffee shops. So I set a goal to go to one new coffee shop every single month, and that's part of my monthly goals. I already achieved that goal because I went to a coffee shop close to my place and I didn't really like it. Reading a book, daily journaling, etc. So setting monthly goals in a less overwhelming kind of way, breaking it down into smaller steps, is a really great way to achieve your goals because you're making it a lot more manageable, a lot less overwhelming, and you just focus on the small steps until you actually achieve your goal. So that's the second bullet journal spread that I wanted to share with you, setting monthly goals and doing it in a fun and inspiring way. For me, channeling my creativity and having a beautiful spread to look at is a lot more enjoyable to the process every single week when I look back at my monthly goals and schedule my week. So that's the second bullet journal spread that I wanted to share with you. The third bullet journal spread that I wanted to share with you to help you achieve your goals this year, but also to create a happier and just a more intentional life, is to write down good memories throughout the month. I've said it before, I have a lot of journals, so maybe I'll do a different walkthrough of like the top. Let me know if you're interested in seeing the monthly spreads that I've done in the past, because I do have a lot, and honestly, looking back at them, I mean they're kind of pretty, they're really nice, so maybe you're interested in seeing a lot more of that. So let me know in the description box, if in the comments below, if you would like to see a walkthrough of my older bullet journals with some of the spreads. But anyway, the other idea that I had that I want to share with you is to track your good memories. So every single month, I write down good memories. It's about the small moments, focusing on the small things that happen to you, whether it's going to a cute coffee shop and having a quiet moment to yourself, or going for a really nice walk, or a chance encounter with a stranger that made your day. If you want to cultivate more happiness, you have to focus on the small moments, and I find that it's easy to forget those small moments and to focus on the bad things in life, the harder moments. And I find that writing down the small good memories throughout the month is a beautiful way, not only throughout the year, to be a lot more mindful and to see all the beautiful things that have happened in your life, to practice more gratitude, more mindfulness, but also to, at the end of the year, when you do your yearly self-reflection, it's a great way to look back at the year and remember all the small moments that are easier to forget. So you're cultivating a lot more happiness and gratitude around your life, which is a way to just create more positivity, a more positive mindset, and just focus on the good in your life. So that is the third bullet journal spread that I wanted to share with you, which is to write down the small good memories every single month in your bullet journal, and to make it a habit, at least on a weekly basis, to sit down, think back at the week, and to write down the small moments that occurred that you want to remember and that you're happy and grateful for. Moving right along, the next bullet journal spread that I love to have, and that is I created at the same time I set my monthly goals, and you know, I have a monthly process where I sit down and set my goals, and I can again do a video on that if you want. But one of the things that really helps me stay on track of my goals is to have a habits tracker. So I used to have a habits and emotions tracker, so I was a lot more intentional with my emotions, especially when I was going through a hard time. I don't do this anymore. But this created a lot of awareness around like my cycle and understanding that I might not feel as happy or as good if I'm tired or on my period, or if I had like the vaccine or whatever. But sitting down and being very intentional with the habits I want to cultivate every single month is a great way to stay on track and to be a lot more intentional with how I spend my time and my energy. And again, this is in line with me sitting down every single month, looking at my yearly vision. Who do I want to be? How do I want to feel? Looking at the habits that will support that goal, support that vision, and then every single month organizing myself and be like, what habits do I want to focus on this month? Oftentimes they will just be recurring habits, but sometimes I just change it up a little bit. And then every single day I have the reminder, I sit down and I track my habits, and if I've missed something, then I'm able to try and adjust the following day and to do better. So doing a habits tracker in my journal is one thing that I love doing. But yeah, if you're interested, like I said, if you're interested in more details, let me know. But having a habits tracker in my bullet journal, including an emotions tracker, so my habits as well as the emotions I'm trying to cultivate to better understand myself, my patterns, etc., has been very useful throughout the years to create a lot more awareness around my personal development and my well-being. The fifth bullet journal spread that will help you achieve your goals this year is to write down your reflections. When it comes to your goals, it's always about the foundational work that you need to do on yourself to achieve your goals and to become the person you want to be in the journey to become your goals. I know that might sound very esoteric. So like I said, if you want to subscribe to my channel to learn more about goal setting and about what I actually mean, then make sure to subscribe. But throughout the years, I've worked a lot on myself because I went through a time where I felt really unhappy and I had everything on paper, but I still felt super unhappy. And I started creating a very intentional process around my personal development to understand important concepts like happiness, like what is the definition of success and fulfillment and who I am and who I want to be, and understanding all of those. And having pages where you have your self-reflection, I find it very interesting to see it in the bullet journal, because if I have a bullet journal for the year and then I see throughout the year what came up and what thoughts came up, and then comparing throughout the years how my definition of happiness has changed, is a really cool thing to see literally your progress on paper as an individual. So I opened up my journals to show you a few of the different things, a few of the spreads that I have. They don't all have to be beautiful and, you know, drawn out and or decorated or anything. Sometimes it is just a basic journal, and that's okay. So for me, for example, this page showed me some reflections on success, and then also some of the things that are important to me, like doing a daily review, weekly review. So that became my monthly and weekly and sometimes daily self-reflection process. So understanding the things that help me progress and the things that my understanding of success. I had another spread where I defined success as well, but I couldn't find it. But this is one of them. This is at the start, I think, when I was having a really hard time. Everything on paper seemed like I should be happy, but I was just not. So I wanted to reflect, well, what does make me happy? And I started writing down a few basic things of what makes me happy. Then I started focusing on gratitude and the things that I'm grateful for. So that's more has evolved into my daily journaling. But this is an interesting spread to look at in the past, how that transpired. Then defining what's a happiness. Again, see, happiness. So this is in 2019, 2020. I think this might have been before this, but anyway, see, it's cool to see the progress. But here I wanted to define what's a happy and intentional life. Like, what do I want? These are things that are important to me. How do I define that? What does that mean for me? What does that look like? So I can understand on a practical basis, what does that mean for my habits? This is my current bullet journal, and I did this a few days ago, but I was reflecting on I was having an emotional reaction to something, and then I realized, I was reflecting, and I came back to the point that I need to feel worthy of my goals and my happiness. So this is a reflection from this year, working on worthiness. Then I had, I'm having some minor physical health issues when it comes to my hormones, cortisol level, etc. So I made sure to reflect on, and I did it more in depth, but I did it more as a summary here for like the practical, but my happiest and healthiest self, and what does that look like, what does that feel like, and then all the things that I can do to help support my goal and what to do. So having your reflections for the different areas in your life that you're struggling with, whether it's your happiness, your success, your fulfillment, your body image, whatever it might be, having these in your journal, in your bullet journal specifically, I find is really useful, because as you're going through it, as you're, for example, planning the monthly goals, you can refer back to anything that you might be struggling with and setting more intentional goals in the new month ahead to address those issues. So for example, if I'm having concerns or struggles around my worthiness, then I am going to make sure that the next month or moving forward, I am paying attention to that to make sure that I'm developing my self-worth and understanding where it comes from and try to like address the issue. So that is the bullet journal spread that I would recommend for you if you want to achieve your goals this year. Bullet journal spread that has helped me create a happier life, and that I would encourage you to do this year as well in your bullet journal, that will help you achieve your overall happiness goals, I guess, is doing a birthday reflections. I've loved doing this the last 2 years. I haven't done it every single year, but this is moving forward something I'm really going to do. But it's to sit down at your birthday and just to journal and reflect on your progress, how you're feeling, how you're doing, how you've changed in the last year. Again, one of the things I love about bullet journaling is that it's just a tool to help me organize my life, but also in a non-practical kind of way, organize my goals, just my life in a non-tangible kind of way, the things I want to achieve, the person I want to be, being a lot more intentional and mindful with my habits, with my thoughts, with my routines. And I love doing a birthday reflection because it's definitely an important time where you're getting 1 year older, and it's a beautiful opportunity to sit down and reflect. And again, it's one of those things where it's cool to look back and to see what some of the memories and the good things that happened to you were, and to just, practice gratitude around that, and to see, I don't know what happened that year. So that's it. That's all I wanted to say about that. It's just something I've really, really loved doing. And this is this year's, 2022, the spread that I have and reflection I have for my birthday. So I wanted to just share that as an idea for you moving forward. If you want to use in your bullet journal to do a birthday reflections and to do like a cute little spread and make it fun for yourself as well. Why not? And in line with reflections, you can do one, you can do both, you can do either. But I also found that doing a yearly self-reflection was very useful in my overall growth, progress, achieving my goals, creating a happier life, all the good stuff I've been talking about this whole video. So yeah, the 7th bullet journal spread that I would encourage you to have to help you create a happier and more meaningful life, and to help you actually achieve your goals, is to do a yearly self-reflection, to reflect on the year that passed before you set a new vision for the new year ahead. So this was my reflections for 2020. This was my reflections for last year. So I've mentioned this before, but I have a process where I set goals, and the first thing that I always do is first reflect on the previous year. So this is last year's bullet journal. So before I set goals in my new bullet journal for the new year, so this is my current bullet journal where I set my goals, my vision, etc. moving forward, my monthly goals. I first did a self-reflection from 2022, describing my year, explaining what happened, some of the good memories, the things I want to remember, things that I'm proud of that I accomplished, and some of the important lessons that I want to make sure that I take with me forward. And then from there, I set my new vision, my new goals for the new year. Now, if you want, again, more details on my process, I will create a whole series on it. And I did do a live journaling session to do a self-reflection. So if you're still interested, it's never too late to achieve goals, yes, but to set new goals. So if you wanted to do a self-reflection for last year, then I will leave the link to the self-reflection live journaling session I did on Instagram. And I will also do probably another one in my goal setting series. So check the description box for that. But that is the 7th yearly, that's the 7th bullet journal spread I would encourage you to have in your bullet journal. 8th and final bullet journal spread idea that I have for you to help you achieve your goals this year is to do art journaling. As you can tell so far, and I'll have to show you a little bit more, I like to create inspiring and beautiful pages because it's just, I channel my creativity, and it's also beautiful to look at, and I enjoy looking at my bullet journal. It's more appealing for me to want to look at my journal if it looks pretty. I know it might sound ridiculous, but honestly it really is. It's just, it feels a lot more inspiring to want to track my habits and to want to look at my journal and my goals and stuff. And so I would encourage you to start channeling a bit of your creativity, not making it perfect, whether it's to do a beautiful spread for goals or your monthly setup, or if it's just to do a beautiful spread just for the heck of it. This is something I started at the end of last year, and I am obsessed. This is literally just a spread for the heck of it, just because it's pretty and fun. I put classical music on, I sit down, and I just do some art journaling. So I would encourage you to do that, and I'll show you just a few of them. I haven't done that as many as I would like, but I have been really enjoying it a lot. Let me just see. I didn't prepare it because it's okay. You can get a quick little flip through of last year's bullet journal spread. So these are the daily journaling. So I mixed in daily journaling with a bit of arts journaling here. So I put some nice stickers, some overlays, some paper. And then I also had, for my goals, I did the same thing for December 2022. I did a beautiful little art journaling spread with the same kind of theme. I had done another one as well. So my birthday reflections. November, I did a lot more daily journaling and a lot more doodling. So this is what I consider art journaling. Whoops, I missed my daily journaling page. Again, combining arts journaling with daily journaling. So I would encourage you to just channel your creativity when it comes to your bullet journal, to have fun with it, and to just remove the perfectionist perspective. It doesn't always have to be beautiful. It doesn't always have to be super aesthetic, but when it is, it's fun. And just to channel that and just to, again, have fun with it. I think this is my first ever actual art spread. So that's my suggestion to you, to channel your creativity. Do a little bit of arts journaling, whatever that looks like, whether it's drawing, doodling, doing arts collages, scrapbooking, whatever it is. Maybe you can do your memories as a scrapbook. I was thinking of getting a little camera, a printer to print little pictures throughout the month as well, to make it even more of a scrapbooky feel. So that is my 8th and last bullet journal spread idea to help you achieve your goals in 2023. So like I mentioned at the start of the video, I'm going to create a whole goal setting series to show you how I set my goals throughout the year. It's going to be, I think, like a series of 5 or 6 videos. I will leave the Instagram lives already. If you already want to write your vision for the new year, set your goals, etc., I will leave the lives that I did already on Instagram if you're interested in that as well. Otherwise, let me know what your questions are when it comes to bullet journaling. I have a few ideas of some of the videos that I want to make. Hopefully do a monthly walkthrough of my spreads. I want to show you some of my older spreads because, like I said, I've been journaling for 7 years, and I was just now looking at these journals. I'm not gonna lie, some of them are actually really pretty that I would love to show you because, I mean, I'm kind of proud of them. This is my goals for 2020. So let me know what you're interested in when it comes to bullet journaling. But yeah, if you're interested in bullet journaling content, if you're interested in journaling, to how to journal, goal setting, creating a happier life, make sure to subscribe to my channel. If you're interested in all that, let me know if you have any questions, any comments, anything specific you'd like to see in my bullet journals, let me know. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching. I will leave you for now. I talked more than I planned on talking, so thank you if you stuck it through. I'm sending you a lot of love for now, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!